This was a lot of years ago when I was very young, okay. And they voted unanimously. And after I'd been there 2 weeks, one of the men on the pulpit committee asked me to lunch. And I had lunch with him. He said, I have to be honest with you, I didn't vote for you. And I said, I thought it was unanimous. And he said, well, my brother-in-law made me change my vote from no to yes so we could tell you it was unanimous. But I don't like you. I think you're arrogant and you're prideful. You've got this voice and you're proud of it. I don't like what you teach. I don't like what you preach. I don't like anything about you. And I voted against you, and I think you ought to know that. Oh, good. Generally, I push back harder than I was pushed because I had this authority problem. But for some reason, I figured I don't want to get fired after 2 weeks. And so I was nice to this man. I mean, I wanted to tell him, I hope you die. But I told him how wonderful he was. I took him to lunch the next time, and I paid for it. His 2 boys thought I was wonderful, and I didn't like them, and I certainly didn't like his wife. But I want you to know, whatever he wanted me to do, I did. And I did it with a smile. I told him, and then after a while, he became my supporter. Then after that, he loved me. And he's one of my best friends to this day. It was different. It's hard to work for a hard man because you're always trying to please him. You're always trying to do what's right and be nice and keep it together. That's how people interpret this parable. That's not what it's about. I want you to know that the master, if the servant who had the 1 talent had gone out, bought a cigar, a bottle of whiskey, had sat down at a poker game and lost it all. And you're saying, Steve, I don't believe I said that. If he had done that, his master would not have been pleased because it wasn't about payday or potential. It was about risk. It's bad to get a pulpit committee wrong, but it's worse to get God wrong. And people lie about God. I hate that. I really do. I'm in churches all over this country and conferences and institutions where I teach and speak. And I listen to people and they lie about God. And I can't, but I want to stand up and say, stop it. Will you stop that? Because if they don't get God right, they don't get life right. How you feel and know about God is how you act and how you believe and how you think and what you say and where you go and what you do. And God is your Father, imputing the righteousness of Son to your account. Don't lie to people about that. It is so very important. And if you think you work for a hard master, you're going to dig holes. I run into people all the time who are religious and drive me nuts. And I want to say, you know what you're doing? You're digging holes, you nut. They go out and beat God's people and manipulate them and make them feel guilty so they can get power. And I want to say, all you're doing is digging holes. Quit digging holes. I see religious professionals protecting. They think that if we don't defend God, he can't be defended. Leighton Ford used to sing a song in a quartet, let's turn the tide for God. Duh, that's crazy. What do you mean turn the tide for God? God doesn't need us. He's doing fine. His church is doing fine. The faith is doing fine. We don't have to defend that which doesn't need defending. But if you think God is hard, whoa, you'll dig holes.